Hey everybody, so today's day 38. We've got 2 days of the juice fast remaining. We've got Monday and Tuesday of this coming week, and then the juice fast is over. And I'm very thankful for that. I'm not going to lie. This is all the farther that I've gotten on any of my juices today. I made 3 of them. I didn't want to drink them. I'm to the point, honestly, I don't want to drink any more juice. I'm just so done. And Gus is the same way. I talked to him on the phone tonight. He texted me a little bit ago. When exactly do we end this thing? Like, what's the overall? I'm going to go ahead and finish out the day Tuesday, and I'm going to start Wednesday with some solid foods, probably later in the evening. The reason for that is I have this little internship thing that I'm doing with the Medical Society of Marion Polk County on Tuesday and Wednesday, and I'm going to be paired up with a provider, a healthcare provider of some variety, whether neuroscience or something else, depending on what I'd chosen. And I don't want to have to start throwing in some solid food and things and kind of throw things out of whack. My body at this point is so used to the juice, I'm just going to stay on that most of the day Wednesday. I'll introduce some solid foods into Wednesday night. So I'll do a video Wednesday night or something of me eating solid food for the first time and just kind of give you the basic rundown of the overall fast and everything that went along with it. So at this point in time, today was pretty busy. We had a whole bunch of stuff going on, went outside and I finally got the bees buttoned up. It had been way too long, but got them taken care of, installed a candy board on the very top of the hive spot. Basically, it's just a brick of sugar. It's got a little bit of lemongrass extract and things in it, a little bit of vinegar to prevent mold growth, and then buried a protein patty in that sugar. So as they eat through all of that is for food over the winter time, since it's typically pretty cold around here, and they don't get out and forage. So that way they're able to actually get that taken care of. And then climbed up, fixed something on the roof tonight. Noticed the gutters were a mess. So fixed the gutters, a whole bunch of other stuff. Finally got out of the shower just a little bit ago, and it's nice to be clean again and not wet and everything else. So tackled the garage today too. It's just been a busy day, and so I really haven't had the time to sit down and even think about eating, let alone really desiring to. So kind of a word of warning, if you're going to go through the juice fast, if you're going to do something like this and it's going to be any longer than about 30 days, I didn't start noticing the real dislike / hatred for juice until about day 32, 33, and I started just kind of noticing I don't want to do this anymore. So I'm toughing out the last couple of days. We'll definitely make it through 40. I'm not going to quit early, but we are going to go through and start shifting over to some solid foods as time goes on. So first 3 days of the week, I think what I'm going to do instead of juice. So this is my thought, and those of you that have done this before, let's hear it. But the idea is that once Wednesday kicks in and I can do solid food, I'm going to start with, at this point, probably watermelon. It's the closest thing to just juice with a little bit of fiber, a little bit of pulp, and some other stuff in there. Not to mention it'll taste fantastic, so I'm kind of excited about that. I like watermelon. So we'll go through and we'll do that. And then as the week goes on, so as we get into Thursday and Friday and Saturday and Sunday, those kind of 4 to 5 days right after the fast, rather than juice, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some green smoothies. And I saw the recipes that George Lovren and Laura Lovren are doing with the power greens from Costco. We have a bag of power greens. I think I'll probably do some green smoothies. So it'll be kind of juice-like, but it'll have more of the of kind of a bulkness to it, kind of some fiber in there with it as well. And then I'm going to add things back in as you do with babies. So I'm going to start with kind of rice and then move on to wheat and then move on to eggs and move on to kind of some things like that, just to feel out kind of how my body likes that following week. And I don't have the kind of time to do 2 weeks here, 2 weeks of this, 2 weeks of this, 2 weeks of this. I don't really think I have any food allergies. I didn't really have anything before. Most of the issues that I had, I think, just came from eating garbage more than anything. I'd oftentimes feel pretty sick after eating something, but that was mostly because what I'd just eaten was some horrible burrito at some takeout place, or a Big Mac, or a whatever it happened to be, slathered in mayonnaise or slathered in whatever. So, at this point in time, as long as I can stay to some whole foods, fruits, vegetables, whole grains, whole nuts, things like that, I don't think I can really go wrong. I'm still doing, I do MyFitnessPal, for those of you that are not aware of it. It's a calorie counting program, and it's really good. It's got a giant database of information, which is nice, but it has you operating on a calorie deficit. So in addition to the Daniel plan, I am going to run my calorie deficit from MyFitnessPal in addition. So I'm not going to stop doing that I'm just going to make sure that what is going into my face is based on the Daniel plan setup. So, got a group getting started. Pardon me. We got a group getting started with that right around the 19th or so, and then that goes 40 days also. And so I don't know if I'm going to shoot video through there or not. I honestly am not 100% sure. I need to definitely take a little bit of break from the video and from everything else just for a little bit to kind of catch my breath. We're going back to school tomorrow. And I would be lying if I said I was happy about that. I'm not really happy about going back, but it is what it is. And you have to work, you have to make money, etc. So there you are. But yeah, so tomorrow though, because I got to go to work, I got to get up really early and run. That is going to be a challenge for me. I'm not a super early person, and so I've got to get back on a schedule that I did not keep during break, which was kind of dumb in retrospect, and I do this every year for break. I always say, I should have done a better job keeping on the blah, 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 and I never do. I'm one of those people that naturally goes to a 11 o'clock at night to 9 o'clock in the morning type schedule, or 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock or whatever, rather than keeping on a regimented bedtime. So, yeah, we'll see. I got to get up at 4:40 in the morning tomorrow to get a run in, get my study and everything in before school starts. So it's going to be an early morning. I got to find me a really violently angry alarm clock. Other than my kids. They don't wake up on the right time all the time. They wake up all the time. They just don't wake up at the right time all the time. So anyway, I'm going to cut this short. I'm going to get some things done before work tomorrow. Just a couple things here and there. But day 38's in the books. Day 39 and day 40 are on their way, starting tomorrow. So cheers. We'll see you guys then. Day 39.